Send him a message. Maybe he'll respond.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rulers of Embercrest. I am your host, Wuten, and today we have more of a roleplay-y session because apparently Roll20's servers decided to shit all over Ebony's computer. But regardless, hello, welcome to Rulers of Embercrest. I am Wuten playing as Melaina, the Thriae Kell of Kells. And below me is, let me see here. Below me is Dakota playing as Kiba.
Hello.
The Kobold boy. And then below him is a space for, who's that space for? That is the space for Jeera, where we don't know where he went. He is somewhere, possibly may join us tonight. We'll see what happens. Below that space is LunaFarrowe playing as Elvarin.
Hello.
And then below her would be Darius, played by Guti, but he is performing in a concert tonight. Good luck to him. And
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Suavemente. and below that space we have Starry playing as Dazielle.
I'm not sick anymore. Haha.
Yay! Woo!
At
And
least I don't think I'm.
and over there on the right hand side we have our benevolent DM and requester of IT support, Ebony Inkstone.
I'm about to commit arson on this computer.
Well,
Well, no,
yay!
no, my commission's on there.
burn
Don't do it.
Do it. Let the hate flow through you.
God.
Okay, so hopefully if I show you pictures they will display, but I will see.
Would you like to test that here real quick? Just to confirm.
Yes. So last I will test it with a recap. Last we left off, you guys were taking your trip through the Underdark, trying to escort Lucero, the Mothful woman, back to her home tribe. Although, unfortunately for her and you, given the fact that she was kidnapped from her home into I forgot the name of the city. Sorry. Was not Langish. It was
Shimmermere.
Yes.
I'm hoping that's the right game.
Given the fact that she was kidnapped and taken there, she doesn't have really much of an idea of where exactly her home is. You do know that just taking account of facts, that it's near water and it couldn't be too far away from where you are.
Okay.
So the best course of action you took was going through the east of the Underdark, which has taken you a couple of days now. I believe 7 days out of 10 that will take you to get to the first settlement underneath the ground, which is their Mithric, a Dwarven society, and see where you can go from there to take Lucero back home. During your travel, you encounter this odd altar area with pillars dedicated to some of the demon lords of the Abyss, that turned out to be a bunch of fairly intelligent and fairly sadistic mimics that were trying to eat you, both as probably a meal and a sacrifice to their lords.
Right.
Things went south fairly fast for them when you figured out what their weakness was. Noticing that they were fairly weak to fire, if I remember correctly. And when the biggest one of them was trying to surrender and ask for a parley, you met with whatever was the thing that created these creatures.
Looks like that worked just fine.
Okay. Which was this massive aboleth that re-assimilated or just pretty much sucked out all of the juices out of this mimic.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
like pulled an imperfect cell on him.
yep. Leaving you the warning that you have now made an enemy,
Oh,
and to stay off of his waters. After that, you were just trying to see what you can make of this remainings of these mimics. You pull up a little bit of treasure, and out of the biggest one, you saw Lucero pulling out what looked to be a little, I believe it was a little box or burlap sack with a deck of cards on it.
oh yeah.
After which he was proceeding to pull out one of them.
Oh yeah.
And
That's what happened.
Right.
Motherfucker. That's where you left us off on.
Yeah.
yes,
All right. Let's see what it is.
and as she pulls it out, you see as the card comes off the top, glows for a little bit, and on her hand you now see a fairly bigger card. It's kind of like one of those like the promo Pokemon cards
Mm-hmm.
that are like bigger than the average one. And she's like, "Oh, guys, I believe you might be interested in this."
Melaina will turn and float her way over. What is that?
Indeed, what is it?
It seems that these creatures might have gotten a hold of an artifact, and here it seems that it tells me how to use it, and it's gonna show you this little display card with a couple of instructions written on them, and like a checklist fashion that pretty much just has a few rules listing. Each person can only draw once from the deck. Each person has to announce how many cards they are going to draw from the deck, and the last rule is no refunds.
That's an instruction guide.
Refunds of what?
But she's gonna like show this deck of cards, and more like cards. They're kind of like little, very thin plates. As I mentioned before, they're actually made of of marble.
Okay.
Fairly slightly bigger than your average like poker deck of cards. Have you found anything else of interest?
Well, aside from trinkets here and there, nothing too interesting.
Sorry.
Does anyone want this in that case, or can I just hold on to it?
What should we do with the cards?
I'll defer that judgment to the rest of you. Do we want these cards, or do we want her to keep them?
I think it would be useful for us to keep those.
Okay.
Okay. And she's gonna hand them to Melaina.
Okay. I'll go ahead and add that to my inventory here.
You get to handle the cursed Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah. That was me. Okay. All right.
Just believe in the heart of the cards.
Uh-huh.
You don't want the power for
Right.
yourself, Ebony.
With that, you can keep moving forward or backwards in this case if you don't want to cross through the water.
Hmm.
Yeah, as we've recently discovered, water is kind of cringe.
Mm.
There is like you can probably see on the map. I can't. This large body of water that seems to be actually of running water. It's not still. Seems to actually be flowing on the position of the like the map's orientation
Mhm.
in this way.
Okay.
You can see my arrow.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay,
we
perfect.
can see it.
Uh,
Well, if nothing else, we can at least follow what seems to be a river further downstream to see if we can find anything. One second. What's our moth friend's name? LunaFarrowe. Does this river seem familiar at all to you?
Just gonna like approach and well, it's the kind of water that we have nearby where I live, so I mean we're on the right track. It's not salty. It's looks like clear water.
Melaina will nod and look to the rest of the party. What do you all of you think? Travel down river and see what we find?
Sure, we can follow the
Sounds like a
river.
good idea.
If we can stick to following the river, sure.
I brought
Hopefully-
my fishing rod.
Hopefully we don't encounter any more of these things while we're traveling, but I think we've seen the last of them for now.
So you're gonna keep heading through on the side of this river.
Yeah, just follow along the coastline to see where we end up.
And also, you got and split the treasure of the last session, or do you want me to post it again?
I believe we
Is it posted on the loot chat?
Yeah, we already split that today, or last session. I went ahead and posted everyone's loot gains.
Yeah, okay. The platinum pieces, the gold pieces, the silver,
Yeah.
the daggers, the rapiers, the ball rings, and the immovable rod.
Yep.
I forgot
Yeah.
to add the gold. I just realized it, but I'll do it later.
Yeah, no worries. You can put it into the stored area of your sheet and just add it to the carried weight none
Yeah.
later.
Mhm.
Weird.
And continuing with your path, it seems that for today, you don't seem to have any further issues. The path seems to be fairly clear at the moment.
All right, good deal. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and let's set up for camp for the night.
Gonna hit camp, probably scratch off your rations if you're keeping track of those, or the mushrooms Jeera picked up last session, I believe.
I will go ahead and do that.
And that continuing with your 8th day of travel.
Yeah.
Please roll me, whoever wants to roll a d8.
1d8.
I'll do it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I forgot. Passive perception is a thing in Pathfinder.
Uh,
No, it is not.
not Yeah, not by base rules. Usually what I would do is I would just have everyone take 10 on their perception checks for like a
Okay.
quote-unquote passive perception for like if they're not threatened or anything.
Okay. So on this day of travel, like after the first few hours of going following the path of the river, there is a section of the of the of the Underdark area where you have to actually kind of like diverge from the path. It kind of like forces you to start splitting from the river path and into a cavern,
Okay.
trying to follow as best as you can with your fairly good trackers, Kiba, on where you or which paths you can follow that keep you as close as the river as you can without seeing it. You're now in this more enclosed cave area, and taking 10 on your perceptions. What is everyone's results?
24.
23.
Is that just
It's just 10 on
Your-
the roll result, basically.
Yeah, so whatever your base
roll?
roll is, and just 10.
Yeah. Just take the total and add 10.
confused? From what am I looking at?
Your perception
Just the perception skill total.
plus your
Yep.
perception plus 10.
Yep.
Oh, well, I have a 9 in it, so I guess 19.
Yep.
So 19, 22, 24, and Elvarin?
Yes, that's my passive. My 10 on perception would be a 17.
17. Okay, so Elvarin and Dazielle do not pick it up.
Hmm.
Kiba and Melaina. Kiba, probably your senses are still a bit sensitive, probably from being so focused on doing your job of making sure that the group is not getting lost. And Melaina, you probably are more you can tell when something smells probably weird because you don't like that kind of scent.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I have a revulsion to whatever it is.
You're picky.
Mm-hmm.
You start taking a hint of a very light but very noticeable smell for you. Make me a nature check. Or a dungeoneering, if you may.
Oh my god, engineer.
That would be for Kiba.
I'm gonna do the dungeoneer.
All right.
What's my roll? And of course we'll do this properly this time.
Woo.
There you go.
There we
Okay.
go, boy.
You guys don't have torches with you, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, we have them, but we're probably not using them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
think
dark
we all-
vision, right?
Yeah, I think we all have dark vision of some shape or form.
It is a good thing, as the scent that you caught on Kiba, this is an all too common trap, especially that kobolds use back at home. This is the smell of gas.
What kind of gas?
Natural
I-
gas.
I don't want to
Oh my
answer that
God.
question.
This is
Natural
the next
gas.
phase, isn't it? After.
Yeah.
I could kill us all.
You could.
It is natural gas, and you pick it up you pick up on it before everyone else, and as soon as you're like probably like 10 more minutes into the cave, it's now noticeable for everyone that this is the scent of gas. The kind of that can explode with the smallest spark.
Whoever smelt it dealt it, Dazielle.
Dang it.
Fucking got him.
Now, is there anything you are doing or trying to do at this?
Probably move through it as fast as possible, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So trying to just bolt it out of this cave on the straightest path forward.
Ideally.
All of you make me a fortitude save, please. As,
Thank you, my best save. Woo! 30! Woo!
He's not my best save.
19 on the die.
Oh no.
14, 10, okay, I think that's what I do. Hey!
Hey!
I thought the dice were gonna curse me today, but nope.
Nah.
Lucero's save.
Many painful rolls.
Oh, okay, it's her best save.
Nice. Here's hoping for Elvarin.
I'm sorry, I missed what I was rolling.
Fort save.
Fortitude.
For the smelly
good.
smell
That's one of
that
my good
smells.
ones.
For the smelly smell that smells smelly.
Hey.
So all of you manage to as you're going in deeper, the scent is more and more noticeable. So you probably can guess that in its deepest point, this whole place is just filled to the brim with gas. Which would be probably dangerous for a group of adventurers that didn't have dark vision.
Oh.
Fortunately is that Jeera?
It's a Jeera.
Maybe.
Jeera has joined us.
Jeera,
Cheers.
welcome.
Oh,
Fortitude
happiest of days.
Please don't die to the.
Please don't light a torch.
Please don't. Do not do it.
We're traveling through gas.
Okay. Fortitude save. Let's see.
Do you smell?
And wood smell.
Wood smell?
Smell these nuts?
Eva?
Wow.
I drew a card, but it just says Bofa. I don't get it.
Okay, so
Never heard of both.
okay, so as you're all passing through this tunnel, trying to rush your way, you can get it. You can get out in probably 10-ish more minutes of either running or fast walking through this place.
Right.
However, the scent is probably be too strong at its deepest point for some of you to resist. Jeera, Kiba.
Does Jeera have lungs?
Nope.
Could he?
Does Jeera breathe?
Nope.
Never mind. Kiba. You're gonna take 8 points of poison damage.
3.
I'm also
by
immune to
not
poison.
being alive. Oh.
Yes, and you are poisoned.
I've been poisoned by gas.
Mm-hmm. Inhaled
Yes.
poison. Yeah. Hopefully that's just hopefully the 2d8 is the only effect that we're dealing with. And nothing more.
At the moment it is. You're getting way too much gas in your tiny, well, not so tiny anymore, kobold lungs.
Oh.
It's hard to cover your nostrils.
Just
However-
got such a big snout.
Yep.
Sniff.
Everyone else managed in one way or another cover their faces or just hold their breath as best as they can to come out. But you managed to go out of the cave with no further issue.
Do we
And continue.
do we still have visual on the river, please?
And as you come out, roll me a survival check. Whoever wants to try to keep leading the party.
Oh, not me.
Survival checks.
That would be me.
Sure am glad to have a trusty kobold by my side.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn right.
I'll
16?
go ahead and help you along with that. You know what?
You know what?
Stare intently at the. Wow. Okay.
Ooh. I tried.
Was
I'm
that
just-
a woo, huh?
I'm just taken aback by what we've just gone through. This is why I don't go underground, if at all possible.
You're
I'm
trying.
gonna go back.
Sure.
There you go, Jeera. +2.
So with an 18, yeah, Jeera, you have the advantage that you don't need to breathe. You're lost. What the hell are you guys talking about? This place seems fine. You see Kiba trying to being in the lead, and just for a few moments, kind of like maybe losing his path, but you manage to steer him on back where your eyes, sensors, peanuts, can see the path.
Acorns.
And when you come out of the cave, you do not have clear vision of it, but you can still hear the run of water.
Okay. Well, at least that's something.
Yes. Pressing on. You seem to not find any further issues this day.
All right. Day
As you-
8.
You finish your 8th day with little issue.
Ooh.
I'm gonna change my spells between the days.
And just to cut you up to speed, Jeera, you were just wrapping up the combat, the treasure you found, and Melaina has gotten a hold of the deck of cards that was sort of pulled out. The first card that she pulled seemed to be pretty much instructions on how to use this object. That is pretty much every person who draws from it can only do so once. And whenever they do, they have to announce how many cards they're going to be pulling. And no refunds.
No refunds.
I kind of want to pull out one card.
No, you don't pull out. It stays in.
Well, you're going to be preparing for camping tonight, so if you're wanting to do anything in any roleplay wise or just continuing on with day, you are free to do so.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna change my spells for day first, and
Assume we mark off a ration.
Mark off a ration.
okay.
Okay. So, continuing to your 9th day of travel.
I'm gonna pull out.
Yep.
And we'll see what my pull-out game is.
Oh,
You're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
have to
what?
ask the bee.
Oh,
The
sure.
bees.
Go ahead, Gio.
Miss B lady. You
Yeah?
and your bigness. May I see the deck of cards? I would like to pull one out and see what happens.
This can only go well.
She'll raise an eyebrow at you. Are you sure?
Experiments require some understanding through trial.
Looks to the rest of the party.
Are you quite sure you want to do this?
Extremely sure. I made some magical preparations beforehand.
Well, if you believe that you are prepared as much as you can be,
Due to the current circumstances, yes.
All right.
I'll be behind this rock.
I mean, if you do it, I'll do it. I have never come across so many magical people or magical objects before, so this seems thrilling. He's gonna like get close, but also then get behind Elvarin just in case something happens.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Okay.
if you insist. And Melaina will pull out the beautiful deck of cards. All right. What's the word? Do we shuffle them, or do you just pull one and see what happens?
Probably shuffle just in case.
Okay.
So as you try to shuffle it, Melaina, you try to move them, but you see as the cards don't budge at all. Like even if you pull out the deck of cards, it's like complete. No cards have like slipped or fallen or anything.
Ah.
It seems to be like stuck or fixed.
Well, interesting. Whoever used them last either
Spilled glue all over.
spilled glue. Exactly what I was about to say. Either spilled glue all over them, or, well, we may be dealing with something more than just a simple deck of cards. And she will hold the deck out to Jeera. Go ahead and... it
Okay.
said to announce how many you were drawing, and then draw.
Just one, and I'm gonna have my fungus vial on my offhand, and I'm gonna draw the card, just a single one.
Okay.
So what's I roll?
Roll me a d19, please. Eleven. 1, 2, 3,
That is a number.
9, 10,
Check
11.
those dubs.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no. Check those dubs. Is that a good laugh?
Always
Ebony.
be afraid when the DM laughs.
Ebony, is that a good fate laugh? Or are we dead?
We will find out.
Are we dead?
Am I dead?
TPK?
Wait.
Okay, so as you pull out the card, Jeera,
Yes.
everyone you see as the card kind of like burns into this beautiful like starry blue flame and consumes itself as you pull out the card of the moon.
Uh-huh.
And then for a moment you think nothing happens, it's just like the card burns out. And then you see Jeera's eyes just kind of like glow insanely bright, kind of like the light of the full moon, as his whole body just like engulfed into this cosmical starry aura.
I'm a real boy.
Jeera, you feel as if just the energy of countless mages just curse through your body. And I'm gonna DM you what you got.
Okay. I imagine if this was the original effect, I would have gotten like a level or something.
Magical girl transformation.
You are the pretty guardian of magic.
Oh
Jeera.
shit!
Oh no.
Are you allowed to tell us what you got?
You feel as like for a moment you see stars and galaxies, and for a limited number of times, anything is possible for you.
Oh,
So
boy.
I'm capable. I feel like I can fight God right now.
Oh, no.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Is this a magical girl transformation or is this drugs?
Yes.
What's the difference?
Yes. The answer is yes, of course.
I don't know how to do. I don't know what to do. Do I have to use this now?
No,
Or can I-
you can use it. It's on you whenever you want.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Yep. And however, while you have it, and as the magic fades away, there are two beautiful, pale blue orbs of light just floating around you, like orbiting a planet, like little moons.
We can see them?
Yep.
Oh, that was certainly an interesting display.
Yes,
How are you feeling, Jeera?
Yes, are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling more than all right. Let's just say, I believe that if there's anything I wish, I'm capable of it. At least for a moment or two.
Well, let's certainly hope that whatever it is, it will help all of us.
Yeah.
Take note of that on your sheet, by the way, Jonathan.
Okay, add it to my sheet. All right.
Can he ever draw again? Did I misunderstand how that
Nope,
works?
he can never draw again.
But you can draw many cards when you declare. So.
Yep.
No.
And you see as at the display, Lucer is just like kind of like very delightful kind of like display.
What happened to the card? Is it gone, or did it go into the deck, or what happened?
The card
card-
burnt up.
The card burnt out. Okay.
So hypothetically speaking, someone
Mhm.
could draw all of the cards at once.
Yes.
Hypothetically.
That would be very funny.
There you go.
I
This is
choose-
Lucer.
This, all of them. I think everything would implode at that point.
And she's gonna be like, "Oh, I wanna kind of try it. I mean, it's your deck, but could I maybe pull out one?"
She's a bit nervous about doing that again. She'll look to Jeera. What do you think?
I'm ready for anything. If anything, I'm more than ready for anything.
Ebony, a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any roles that could maybe allow me to determine what the hell this artifact exactly is?
You can roll an Arcana check.
I feel like we should try and pool our large. Oh shit! I don't have Arcana.
So we can tell you what it is.
Well, listen. That's fine, but the characters don't know what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm sure Jeera is aware of what this most likely is.
Well, he'd have to actually roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
should-
try rolling Jeera if you'd like. Yes.
I have Arcana. Could I roll and see if I've heard any stories or?
Sure.
Sure.
Would I be able to roll a general intelligence check to assist on that?
You could try rolling alternatively history, but it will be a bit of a higher check.
Oh, never mind. Dazielle fucking nailed it.
Okay, so both of you can have actually because they were both fairly good rolls. So Jeera, your knowledge lets you know that there are stories of mages that are powerful enough to channel their magic into other objects, not only spell books, but some mages have been known to infuse decks of cards with their own spells. Either to replicate the effects of these spells or create new effects all over again. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what what I'm referring to. And you presume that you might have found the deck of one very particular powerful caster that maybe met a dreadful end in the belly of that mimic. Or
So
someone who stole it and met a dreadful end at the belly of that mimic.
So essentially, it's like a deck of spells, sort of thing.
That's what Jeera can gather, because these items are even with a high check, they're very rare. Dazielle, however, your parents might have told you in their time that they heard stories about groups of adventurers that actually got their hands into very, very insane items. And a few of these very powerful, very mysterious, and very dangerous and sometimes items have fallen in the hands of these people. These decks of cards that have both limitless rewards, but also very, very dangerous punishments for whoever dares to take a card from them.
Mm-hmm.
These people tend to call these things a deck of many things because of that same nature.
Dang it is the particular. I was hoping it was something else, but okay, no, it's definitely that.
You have heard definitely the name deck of many things. And like people tell stories of getting rich with a single draw of a card, or just losing everything at the draw of a single card.
I think in that way, Dazielle's staring between Jeera and then the cards, just back and forth as the stories probably come to her head. But I'll wait till.
And then
Jeera
Lucero asks about letting her draw one as well.
Sorry to pipe up. I know what that is, and we just saw something really good, probably. But the opposite could happen. It could be very bad. As a heads up. Very, very bad. Or very, very good.
I remember some upside people say high risk, high reward.
Sweet Christ, she's a gambler.
Oh, boy.
And she's gonna, I will draw one.
Oh boy.
Right, now I'm getting behind the rock.
I'm backing up
I'm
too.
going to do the same.
Get up,
It was-
back up.
It was nice knowing you, Moth Lady.
All right. Would it be 1d18 if she was drawing?
In case they repeat, I'm just gonna reroll.
Oh, okay.
I'm scratching off the ones that are already pulled.
Oh, okay. All right. So number 2.
Number 2, Burger King food lettuce.
Number 15. Can I get the number 15?
I'm scared about what the Pathfinder equivalent of the deck of many things could be. I've only seen it. Oh no.
You don't expect your deck of many things to be filled with foot fungus, but that might just be what you
But
get.
that might just be what you get.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing you want in your
Okay,
Pathfinder.
let me just make sure we're doing this good.
The last thing you
What you
want
want.
in your deck of many things is foot fungus, but that
Someone-
might just be what you
get. God.
I'm guessing that's a quote.
Yeah, it's chills from like the top 15 something, like the top 15 list thing on YouTube.
Ah.
One of the,
Yeah, he always has like this tone when he narrates
It's very
everything.
deadpan, da, 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 whenever he talks.
Gotcha.
You get a deck of many things where every card casts prestidigitation and it just says a different word.
All right, Ebony, what happens?
So you see it as Lucero's eyes kind of like glow for a moment as she pulls out the I might be reading these wrong. Is it the Uriel? Uriel?
Can you
Wait,
spell it?
as in
Eurayle.
as in the Gorgon, Medusa's sister.
There we go.
Yeah. Is that Medusa's sister?
Derail.
Might. Yep, it is a Medusa-like visage of a card. So as this card vanishes, you see this kind of like blackish aura just come over LunaFarrowe, and from here on, she has a -1 in all her saving throws.
Oh.
Uh.
Oof. Forever and ever.
Forever. Wait, is it forever and ever?
Forever and ever. Forever and ever.
Oh my god. I was thinking that's not too bad, but if that's permanent, sheesh.
Yeah, that's permanent.
You put your pee-pee in the hot juice and you got burned.
Yep.
Oh, but how do we visualize that on her?
You see little like this dark aura come over for a moment, and she shudders. And she's like, It's like,
I'd say something bad happened.
I got the chills. And she like tries to pull another, but the deck is like stuck.
That's...
Oh.
Seems, gambling isn't the thing for you, Miss LunaFarrowe. She will put it far down in her pack, the deck of many things. Let's keep going, shall we?
Good idea.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough of this deck for the time being.
At least she can't take another one without you knowing, of course. Silver lining?
Yeah.
Bronze lining.
Bronze
Well, if
lining.
anything, the spectacle of the card disappearing is fun.
Yes, certainly. Well,
Just Melaina is a sight. Yeah, sure, whatever.
yeah, sure, whatever.
Go back to bed, dear.
Go back to bed.
Get in the bag.
Get in the fucking bag.
Don't put her in the bag, that's where the cards are.
Well, at least she can't draw any more of them.
I know, that's what I meant, but you know, she's.
Don't worry,
she's
they're
gonna
moth
convince
locked.
us- Yeah.
All right.
Taking this another night of rest.
Yes.
You're on your 9th day of travel.
No
Following take another ration. Following as best as you can the noise of water until you can see it. Kiba, make me another survival check, please.
Oh my god.
Ebony, I want you to know the way that you said please, I actually heard it in my brain as the letters PLS spelled out.
Please.
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 Just how I say please at work. It's stuck now.
Please,
It's
now.
cute.
Stop.
I love it. All right.
Okay.
Don't
so
stop.
with a 22, you're fairly sure that with the path you are taking through the tunnels is getting you closer and closer to water. Now, someone roll me another d8, please.
I'll do it.
I got this.
I did the first one, you guys can do it.
Whoever rolls first. All right. You go.
Okay, Kiba. 6.
6.
Nice.
It was so good that Ebony just vanished.
Okay, so as you're traversing through this particularly narrow tunnel, you guys start feeling rumbling,
I'm not that hungry.
and then you stop hearing the noise of the water because now the noise of ground breaking is louder and louder. And
What?
Yes?
I was just gonna ask where the noise is coming from, so that we
It's
can start
coming-
making our way.
It's coming from... It's make me a perception check, actually, just to see if...
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. Perception 20.
Okay, 20. You can tell that it's definitely coming from the side of the tunnel, as if something massive was burrowing. And as you guys are feeling the rumbling getting more and more intense, to the point where you might actually start to getting trouble getting your footing on the ground if you're walking. You see coming a few, 10, 20 feet ahead of you, this large purple elongated creature that for a moment looks like a snake similar to the one you defeated back there. But
Oh.
upon closer inspection, when it's as it makes its path in front of you, not at you, but it's like on the tunnel, and it's like just traversing through the tunnel, through the ground.
Right.
It's just this massive, long ass worm.
Yo, we found it.
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
And you hear just as it continues to burrow underneath, leaving this massive circular tunnel on its path.
We did it, Melaina. We saved the city.
As that happens,
At what cost?
you see... You now stop hearing the rumbling, but you're now more concerned by something else. Of the path that this worm was carving, like from where it came from, you see this orange glow starting to come, and starting to...
Let's get onto the higher side of whatever that is.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go!
Let's get out of the way of that.
All of you, if you... what are you doing, actually?
So getting onto the higher slope of whatever side of the cave that glow is coming from, basically, so that whenever it gets here, if it's a liquid, it will flow down the opposite direction.
Okay, make me yes, sir?
Can I do a knowledge nature check to see what that is?
You can do so real quick, yes.
Okay, let's see. Nature is 11. Okay. I got 27.
I don't see the roll.
Looks like I'm having connectivity issues.
Okay, it's fine. So 27. So you see the orange glow, and you're like, "Is it?" And then you start to feel you start feeling earlier than everyone the sensation of heat, and you're like, "It's lava."
Magma, actually. It has not burst through the surface. We are in
True.
the underground. We're in the... It's a magma.
But yeah, it's magma coming through this tunnel. And as you're doing this, like, oh yeah, shit, let's get to the highest point possible.
Picks up Jeera by the scarf and pulls him up. Oh, come on.
And Lucero is going to do the same with Kiba. She's going to pick you up.
This is denigrating.
Would you rather
This
melt?
This is saving your life.
Would you rather melt?
My faith was protection enough.
Uh-huh.
I don't think your will can save you from
Uwu
that.
is not going to take the wheel here.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Elvarin, Dazielle, what are you doing?
I'm getting the fuck out of the way.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Following
yeah,
us.
leaving.
Following us.
I don't
Higher
think
altitude.
Okay, both of you, please do me a climb or a climb check or a reflex saving throw, whichever you prefer.
I'm
Or
going
what?
to
I
take
didn't
the
catch
reflex
that.
saving throw. Ooh.
Yeah, mine's better reflex, it seems.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
supposed
no.
to be some fast-ass magma.
Ah!
Sorry, did I...
It's a reflex
wrong?
or a climb check. Let's see.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, at least you have fire resistance.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna save me from freaking magma, though.
Magma.
At least we've got fire resistance, but holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Elvarin, you just made it.
Okay, thank God.
So Elvarin, you see as like this magma is like very rapidly approaching, and you manage to get your footing on a higher point of the cave. Dazielle, you're a bit slower to react, and when at the moment you do so, it catches onto your boot.
Oh. Hot boot.
And
Crispy.
Ow, ow, hot.
it's 23 points of damage. And what is your resistance to fire?
5.
5?
Okay, so that's 18 points of fire damage.
I'm fine.
You good?
This is,
I'm good.
you have worked in a furnace, but we're talking about the energy of the core of the earth.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Dazi, do that sweating thing you organics do.
On that. On
I
that.
hear it helps.
Uh-huh. I'm on it.
This is what the Burger King foot lettuce is for.
should have been wearing the bird lettuce. God damn it.
So
Huh?
yeah, your scales did provided a little bit of protection. But your skin is still human-ish.
No more boot.
No more
R.I.P.
boot.
boot.
Wait,
R.I.P.
do I not
boot.
have any more shoes?
Just
I
a
just
single
want
boot.
Just a single boot.
One
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You-
annoying. That's
You are now half barefoot.
so one boot.
-1 boot.
Yeah.
Don't worry, once we get back, we'll get you a new one.
So you're just gonna be hearing, like when you wear one shoe around, it's just clop.
Yeah,
clop.
yeah.
And,
Wet slap
Until I
noise.
take it off in annoyance.
Yeah.
fortunately, Elvarin, you were a lot more lucky with your footing, even though your armor does hinder you a little bit more.
Can my sleep so many garments give me
Yeah,
every food?
I'm going to offer Dazielle a cure moderate wounds.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Doubt.
I really am okay.
Press
I got a lot
X
of
to
help.
doubt.
Looks at Crispy Dragon.
Looks
I'm
at
just a little
crispy
bit
dragon
tanned.
foot.
Are you
Just
sure?
Just a
Are
little.
you sure you can walk on that?
Yeah. It's just I'm tough. I just just a little bit more tanned, I guess, or more red dragon.
Mashing X to doubt.
Oh. Got like 60. I'm okay. Though it is Pathfinder, things do hit harder.
Mhm.
Hmm.
That's why I'm typically on the back line, if at all possible.
And as you see, as the path you were originally taking is now starting to slowly fill with lava, with magma,
Magma.
Magma.
and fortunately for you, or unfortunately, the worm did dug a tunnel that is going upwards. to which where you can try to get some passage, or you can try to find a way to go through the magma and maybe keep going through the same tunnel, because the tunnel you were going to, it's a little steep. You were going like upwards, so it's not filling, from where you are going to.
I have a question for all of our mage people.
Mm-hmm.
What's
How
up?
much water can you create?
Wait a second.
Let me see from my spell sheet.
If
I don't know if it would work that way because it's moving. So that's
Also, unless it's a lot of water, the magma will just evaporate it.
Yeah, it'll evaporate before it even touches.
and if anything, it'll probably hurt us more from just the sudden steam.
Yeah, the steam.
Not Minecraft, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, it is Minecraft. You just have to believe.
We can't make obsidian. We can't make the portal to the nether here. We're already in the nether. Arguably.
Draws card, hopes for water, gets ocean, dies.
God.
I mean, maybe if we pull a card, maybe then we can go.
No.
Yeah, a fucking finger on the monkey's paw curls.
Yeah, the most I can create is 14 gallons. It's not going to be enough for the magma.
Mm.
Wish the lava would vanish. The world just freezes.
Hmm. Question, Ebony.
Yes.
I should be able to lift off ground about 348 pounds. I could, theoretically, carry 2 people while LunaFarrowe carries the, possibly even 3 people, and then LunaFarrowe could probably carry the other 2. What is everyone's current weight?
Kobold.
Including your equipment.
Including your equipment, what is your current weight of your character plus your equipment?
So, question: does money weigh us down?
No.
Okay.
So, guys, with my equipment, I'm about 400 pounds.
What the fuck?
My equipment is most of my weight.
I weigh 30 pounds.
Hello.
What's weighing you down? What's your like weight distribution here?
Emotional damage.
Not fat. I'm big boned.
Do you want to know what it is? I'm
Sure.
still carrying the dead beholder.
What?
Why are you carrying? Okay.
I'm just picturing like I just picture there's been this giant dead mass on her back the entire time and no one has questioned it.
It's like, Elvarin, you have to let go. You have to let him go. No.
No. Nobody said anything about what we did with the dead beholder, so I just carried it with me.
For some reason, I thought I already made a bag out of it.
Yeah, the skin.
We
I
made
mean,
a
it's a lot
bag
of
out of
skin.
it?
A bag. I don't think we had the body. I think we had the body.
The last thing I remember doing with the beholder is taking claim of it so that we could carry it back to Langish.
Yes, we did do that. And then I think Jeera made a bag of holding out of it. Right?
I never put it down, I guess.
She's just been carrying it like a.
Oh my god.
So who's holding the bag of holding that was made out of the beholder bag?
Who's got
Not
the bag?
me.
Who's got the bag of holding?
The bag of beholding?
What?
Who's got the bag of beholding?
Not me.
Not me.
Let's
It's
see.
tell me we left it and kept the.
Wait, did you make it for me? I don't remember.
Did we make it? I don't remember.
I don't think
I
you
don't know that
have.
was a plan.
I don't think we ever did.
Yeah.
And then we were
Yeah.
getting it tanned, weren't we?
Something
Yeah, we
like
got
that.
it tanned and then we didn't do anything else with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
I don't
carrying
think-
a dead beholder.
I don't think you need to carry the dead beholder. We've already got the skins tanned. I
don't
think
need
that
the
would
meat.
that would greatly reduce the mass.
But counterpoint. What if I'm hungry?
You're not
Not
going to
eat
eat the...
Kobold's gonna eat, you know.
This is not like Icelandic fermented shark. You do not want to eat a dead beholder that's been dead for 9 days.
Throw it in
Yeah.
the lava. It'll clean up all the bacteria.
Give me more.
God.
Oh yeah, fresh lava seared.
Let's see. How many people do we have in a party that might need a bag
Me.
made out of beholding? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one for Darius. So that'd be 6.
Yeah.
But we just need enough material for 6 bags at most.
Yeah. Well, you know what? How big were you just wanting to make the bag of holding 1?
I imagine the size doesn't really. Or
Okay.
the type doesn't change the size. So we
Okay,
just need
so
enough.
how I would rule that, if Ebony's okay with this, what is the current weight of the beholder, Elvarin?
250 pounds.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah, that's-
we are going to cut that down considerably. We're going to treat it as the beholder still had the meat on it, right? We're going to reduce it
Been
down.
logging
We
the
got it
beholder around.
into tanned beholder hide. Change that to the name, and then the weight on that for 6 bags of holding is 90 pounds.
Perfect.
Let's yeah. Let's
You have
reduce
to
that.
sear the meat and start to eat
Wait.
it.
There you go.
I got it. We put the body in the lava and we ride the body across the lava.
Oh my fucking
I don't
God,
think that's
no.
how it works.
That's not how it works. We'll get
You
about
never know until you try.
we'll get about 20 feet and then you'll be gone.
Yeah, go on to the
God.
other side.
Okay, so now my total encumbrance is 191 pounds.
Okay, 191
My actual
pounds.
personal weight is 165 pounds. So I'm still well above 300 pounds.
Okay, I can carry that, and I can carry Kiba.
Oh wait, hold on. I checked my thing. I made a small error. Ooh whoops.
Ooh whoops.
Altogether, I weigh about 100 pounds.
What the fuck's going on?
So I was like, oh, I was looking at
What
the weight load. I was like, I didn't actually look at my character weight. I weigh
If I
80 pounds. So
80
total, I
pounds.
weigh 110.
Okay.
if I were to enlarge you, could you carry more people without like boost your strength?
Actually, yes, unironically.
Big B.
I could
Me.
carry...
Your strength.
I could-
Big
I-
B.
I actually legitimately could carry multiple people in each hand for this.
Give me the B bus.
B-bus, exactly.
B bus. B us. Like
Yes.
Oh my god, large
Yes.
large bee.
Lord.
Not on a magic bee bus.
yes.
Alright, so carrying capacity. Let's see here.
So you're enlarging Melaina.
My magic is useful.
Enlarging Melaina.
Big B.
Big B. I can now carry 696 pounds.
Okay, so Kiba and Jeera are each about 100 pounds.
Okay, so I will carry each of you in my lower hands. I will carry Elvarin bridal style in my 2 big hands.
I feel so loved.
Lucero can probably carry Dazielle and Darius then.
Yep, two hands, two arms for each.
Yes, there you go.
Can she carry us? Because I don't. I don't know how much Darius weighs, unless she needs to do 2 trips. 'Cause I
Darius
think you can
doesn't
only
have.
do enlarge 1 person.
Darius
There-
doesn't really have any equipment. So...
Yeah, he's his weight is basically just him.
He doesn't have weapons or armor or anything.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
his is basically because he's a monk. His is basically just him.
Ah, okay. Because I've got weapons and armor and stuff, so
Yeah.
Lucero does have like a 17 strength, so.
Yeah, she is stronger
Okay.
than me, technically. So she's actually better suited for this than I am, arguably. But,
Wait,
you know what?
we could also give Lucero a buff as well.
If you have
I-
an enlarged
I
person,
I don't.
or Ant Hall.
I think I can
not
only do
one.
it once until like, because concentration's not a thing, is it? In D?
No,
in
no, you
Pathfinder?
can you can cast it multiple times. Since
Oh,
you
so
are,
I could cast it twice then. Probably.
yeah, you could just cast once for me and once for Lucero, and we can fly our way, no problem at all.
Okay. So
Okay,
just
I
mark
should
your
do that
spells
until
down,
the two
Dazielle,
spells.
as you enlarge these two. As you enlarge
Yeah.
these two bug ladies.
Mm-hmm. And
As
we'll
so okay, so she's gonna like carry both of you, like still with two hands, but more like a like on from the waist to each of you.
nice.
Useful. Yay. Magically
And
useful.
you manage to fly up to a safe area where the lava is no longer a danger for you. And as you do so, you see as the path starts to become more and more like flattened, and you're met with this now. Continuing on, you met with this more like larger cave with a few different tunnels that create different paths for you.
Okay. So,
Okay.
setting people down now that we are on level ground. Which one do we go down?
I declare whoever finds the path to be the Pathfinder for us.
But I'm the
Roll credits.
Pathfinder.
But we're playing Pathfinder.
I guess the
It's getting too
Pathfinders
meta.
were all. I guess the Pathfinders were the friends we made along the
Swim
way.
it along the way.
I was just thinking
So-
that.
The real
oh,
rulers of Embercrest were the friends we made along the way. Literally.
The power
Christ.
of Pathfinder was
Unironically.
inside us all along.
So,
Alright.
are you taking just a tunnel, or are you trying to find something?
I think we're
Or try to
trying to
follow.
find source of water again, Kiba.
Okay, for that, you can roll me a survival check to see from which tunnel you can maybe pick up the noise.
And I'll go ahead
I
and
roll detect moisture.
25.
So I'm telling somebody that I roleplay with about this campaign, and they asked, what kind of character are you playing in this campaign? And I said, a genocide defector who now serves an anthropomorphic bee queen. Response, well, that escalated quickly, .gif.
Nice.
So, Kiba, you managed to tell that you would think that the most obvious tunnel you can take is the one that was closest to where you could tell the river was before. But you actually notice that that tunnel might kind of like cross to a different way that might have taken you further from it. And it's actually a tunnel that is more like in the middle of this cave, that where you can hear the distant sound of water.
Mm-hmm.
And as you continue on with this path that you found, you start noticing the further you go down that this tunnel is similar to what that creature made before, as in this tunnel is not natural at all. It's way too perfect
Right.
to be like just a natural made tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
The neat freak of a creature making tunnels. It has to be perfect.
I wish to recruit the worm.
You can
Sick
tell
worm
that,
with OCD.
and you can tell that the tunnel starts getting smaller. Not small enough like that you are squeezing, but small enough that it may not be this creature, the one that carved this tunnel, and you can see that there are other tunnels that start creating different paths But with that 23, you can still keep your way in this dark tunnel.
25.
You feel as the air starts getting more and more damp, and feeling the scent of mold in your feet as you're walking.
Ow.
Do you mean moss?
Moss, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a bit better.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
worry.
Because I can feel it on my foot.
I got a bunch of mushrooms growing my body. This helps a lot.
And as you are heading down to the path of the tunnel that might take you closer to the water, Kiba, you're the one that you're since you're the one that's leading, you pick this up first. You hear noises that sound like speech, but it's weird because you can tell there's an intelligence to them, but you cannot tell. If they're-
Your mic, Ebony?
Oh yeah, you got a little bit flumpy there.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you try that again?
Yes, you can tell that there is an intelligence to these noises because of the pattern that they've been, said or emitted.
Mhm.
But there is no language. It's you hear this like noise, kind of noise,
Bug noises.
Bug noises.
and then you hear this more
We got 2 bugs at a party.
like kind of like raptor-like noises, kind of like a reptilian sound. And then a very eloquent voice that now does sound like a language. Does any of you speak Orcish?
I used to.
You know, considering my backstory, I really should, but somehow I don't.
No.
Racism.
What's that?
Racism.
I know, yeah, I was raised with racism.
You don't speak that
Racism.
ghastly taco language of them.
Oh my fucking god.
So upon
When did Orcish become Spanish? What?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
hearing that a bunch of languages are being spoken, I'm gonna look through my spellbook, burn a point, and cast comprehend languages after moving my spells around a little bit.
Okay. You start hitting the echoing of, "No, I am telling you, we are lost." No. One is never lost. We just found one of the caves that we lost a few months ago. It is not the place we were trying to find, but sometimes you find the places you were looking for when you aren't looking for them. And you kind of was like, "Yes, but this is not the place we were trying to find. We," and then they hear, "Wait. Oh, I think we might have guests."
I'm gonna relay this to everybody around us, but I'm gonna let them know I can only understand them. I can't talk back to them. I understand Spanish. I just don't speak Spanish.
And are you continuing on your way?
Can you write in that language though? Or
No. Nope. He can literally only comprehend.
Hmm.
You would need tongues for that one.
well, that's why I said writing,
Yeah,
not
it
speaking.
you can't. You can only hearing it.
Gotcha.
Look at that. One of my spooky ghost powers is I can comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Like, I know in 5e I think you can read with it, but you can't speak it. That's why I was
Oh,
just
you
checking.
can actually. You can read and understand spoken
write it,
word.
though.
Yeah, but you can't speak or write it. Yeah, the spell
Fingers
enables
crossed
you
they
to
have
understand.
that too.
Yeah.
Maybe someone there has the spell.
Hmm.
Are you continuing or just stopping on your tracks?
I'm gonna let whoever else decide.
Maybe we should just ask him, do they speak common? Do you know normal words?
Do you speak the common tongue, basically?
Sprechen the English common?
Do you speak real languages?
I'm just gonna go down my list of languages. Like, can you speak this?
Can you speak this? Can you speak that?
Are you asking, or are you like, or
no,
that's what you're going?
What is the Wi-Fi password? What is
God. I'll go ahead and call out in the tunnel. Speak you the common tongue?
You hear like a few noises of like one of them like a little bit like a spook noise, and then you hear on your head, I am very afraid that we do not. However, I can relay information through me if you would be so kind to approach. I'm sure we can find a way to communicate. Please come in, we have tea.
Oh my
Kill
god,
them. They have tea.
Interesting.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy, indeed. Meet
With
diplomacy.
200.
Meet diplomacy. Let's, so Melaina will turn to the rest of the group. It seems that they don't speak the common tongue, but we'll see if we can communicate. They seem amicable.
This is a test for you, Melaina. You will now learn how to do diplomacy with people who are stupid or something.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but let's
What
at
language
least...
do they speak?
I'm not sure. Shall we go find out?
Apparently they speak brain language.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make our way over.
That was the wrong.
As you keep heading down, you see as the cave opens once more into a larger room lit up by all sorts of glowing moss or fungi. You see that this room now has more of a cozy and more civilized appearance. There are a few makeshift chairs made of, like spider silk and sticks and stones. Some very basic like tables filled with like very like clay cups and whatnot. Little makeshift table filled with papers in one side, and on the center of it, discussing, but now looking at you. If you look at the game time chat on Discord, you can see the figures that you can make out.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You see two of them are fairly short. One of them more or less the size of Jeera, the other a bit shorter than Kiba. You recognize the shorter one as a sort of gnome, but with more
No.
with a pale gray skin, milky white eyes. Elvarin, you will be very familiar with the visage of a orc, very tall, very burly. Looking at you, another equally tall figure of a reptilian of some sort. You might not be familiar with this kind of creature. And two other creatures that I'm sure none of you might know. Sorry, what was that?
I think that was just a hiccup on Jira's end.
Oh. And two other figures that I am pretty sure none of you have interacted with. One of them resembling this half humanoid, half fish creature. And the other one a very tall and slender humanoid with the head of an octopus.
Oh yay, a mind.
The Mon Calamari.
Mon Calamari.
Mind flayer.
Yeah.
Mind flayer.
On a meta level, I'm almost sure that's fish, like a Moakoa, or whatever they're called.
If you want to, you can make nature checks to try to tell what these fellow creatures are.
You got a fucked up face, friend.
Can someone roll for me since my internet's not being great right now?
Don't worry.
I got a plus 11.
I'll roll for Jeera.
I have a question because it sounds like Jeera. Jeera, did you say that aloud?
Yes.
Does the gnome-ish figure respond? Because that was one that you.
I'm
sorry.
rolling.
What did you ask in out loud, Jeera? Sorry.
Like if they could speak my list of languages, like me. Yeah, I'm just going down the list of can you speak this? Like, do you understand me? Like common, draconic, elven, gnome, goblin, Nicosi, abyssal, infernal, and Aklo.
I do speak Aquan. I can try that too.
Is Aklo the Underdark language, right?
Aklo is not the
No.
Underdark language. That is Undercommon.
Okay.
I have Undercommon.
Funny enough, the orc does say, I am capable of the common speech, but none of my associates is. And you all now hear in your minds, as the tallest figure, the Mind Flayer one, raises his hand. It's all okay, as long as I have visual of all of us. Communication shouldn't be an issue. If you just mind to think of what you want to say, you can tell that to whomever you want to.
Ebony, I rolled the nature check so that we can become learned.
30.
Okay. So, being a kobold from Narr'tor, you might be more familiar with some of the creatures that can dwell in the Underdark. The gnomish creature is not necessarily too familiar with gnomes. It is a type of gnome known as Darrow. Normally, they are known as more crazy creatures. They can even be worse than goblins at sometimes. They are ruthless, they are brutal, they are very cunning. And in fact, actually, most of these creatures, you can tell that the norm usually would be that they are people tend to fear them because of the nature of the majority of their kind. Orcs. The second individual on the picture is an orc. The third one is what is known as an illithid or a mind flayer, creatures that are not very heard of, but they are known as very powerful creatures with abilities far beyond of many people's comprehensions. The fourth one is what you will know as a troglodyte, creatures that are not known for being very smart or very intellectual, more tribal. And the fifth one is what you will call a kuotoa. Fish,
Hey.
also known for being fairly insane because of their
Because of what? Ebony, you're underwater. What'd you say?
Kuotoa are fish people that are known for being quite insane as well. And also, with a 30, they have very strong psionic abilities that can sometimes, as legends say, even give birth to gods.
Sloopy doop.
Blip, blip, blip.
And as they take a look at all of you, the Mind Flayer has like this Mr. Burns pose, with the fingertips touching.
Yes.
Yes.
Smithers, bring me the finest
You said
tentacle
it, not
wine.
us.
Sloopy
As he's
doop.
like,
Release the hounds.
God fucking damn it.
This is your fault.
Yes, it is. He just looks down at all six of you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like we are not the only fellows that are lost in these tunnels. Why don't we take a seat and have a nice chat over some tea? Welcome to the Society of Brilliance.
Oh my god, they're all. It's a bunch of autists in a cave.
Oh my god. Jesus
And
Christ.
with that, that's where we're gonna end up the session.
All right. Sounds
Oh,
good.
wonderful.
Woo! All right. Good shit.
No, you don't level up with
Time
me.
to recruit them.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to ask.
They knew.
Guess
They-
my
You-
boot level up.
You do not level up, Thriae lady.
The
Damn it.
GM knew what you were going to ask.
Damn it. I didn't even ask. Anyway.
But yeah, it was a short session, but I hope you enjoyed it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm
just
intrigued.
yes, definitely intriguing. I have my own personal misgivings about what may or may not be in store, but we'll find out in 2 weeks next time on Rulers of Embercrest. So for those of you tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.